Good morning, everybody. It is a fine Saturday morning. I'm checking to make sure the audio is working. It does say I'm live, right? Yes. So I have the office to myself today, so I'm taking advantage of that and making sure, there we go, perfect, that we are going to do another quick video edit from an audio file, essentially, like a Clubhouse space or a Twitter space. But I've picked my snippet that I want to use for this video. I now have to use, I'm using Descript, which you'll see an affiliate link, depending on where you're watching. If you're on X, it's in the post. If you're on YouTube or LinkedIn, where I'm also streaming, you'll see the affiliate link in the comments, I think. Depends on where StreamYard puts it. I'll have to look. But I'm just going to use some of the AI features to edit this audio clip, clean it up, and then we'll add our visual elements to the background. Usually this takes about half an hour to an hour to do, depending on the clip and how much edit I have to do editing. So the first thing I'm going to do we're at 2 minutes and 4 seconds. I usually want the full clip, including the outro, to be no more than 2 minutes and 18 seconds. So I think my outro is like 7-ish seconds long, so I'd have to accommodate for that a little bit. But once we do our edits, I think we should be mostly okay. The first thing I'm going to do, just listening to the clip in its raw form.
We have raised the capital.
I need my earbuds in to do.
Hardware, and I'm not going to say exactly when because it's not game theoretically advanced.
Perfect. So I'm going to use some of these AI features, such as removing our filler words. These are words that are in excess. They don't necessarily need to be a part of the clip. It looks like there's 11, 0 of 11. Here they are listed here. I can scroll down to see which words it's actually going to eliminate. It highlights them for me. And these will look like fine words. It's not going to mess with the audio or topic quality, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and remove all. That brought us from 2 minutes and 4 seconds down to 1 minute and 58 seconds. So we're already in really good shape for this to be posted on Twitter. Since this particular client is mostly on Twitter, I really try to focus on optimizing for that platform. They will be expanding to LinkedIn and YouTube at my suggestion. So I will be working on that with them probably this weekend. We'll see. But that at least cut, what was that? 4 minutes. And then I'm going to shorten our word gaps. So anything that's longer than a second, which there's just one. So that brought us down to 1 minute and 51 seconds. And I think that was just cut off the end probably. Although it looks like there's still some dead space here. What is that? Yeah, so that can come off too. Which, another reason I really love this program is I can just edit the text and automatically takes the audio part off for me through the transcript, which is nice. I do know that the transcribing part of this program does have some spelling, understanding, like comprehension issues. So we will have to do some text edits, which won't affect the audio, but that at least dropped us down to 1 minute 48 seconds. This will be plenty of time for me to add in the outro at the end and upload it to X. So I'm not worried about that. But I think all I have to do now, well, one, I'm going to add the studio sound section. So I'm going to go ahead and let that play. And then, so here's it's off. And this is on. Honestly, when I edit these audios by Logri, he already speaks so clear and has a really good mic. It's you can't really detect the issue. Now, when I do some other edits to audio and people are like, they sound like they're talking into a cone, you know, that weird, I don't know what you would call it. We wouldn't call that reverb. Some kind of weird echo. It eliminates that and it sounds so good. But I don't really have to do that for Logri. I apply it anyway, but now, that sounded like he said, I'm twice. And I'm thinking it's this little grayed out part here. Hold on. But see, it's so close together with this and. I'm going to see if I can cut it out. We'll see. It may sound too choppy. It didn't really feel like it. Got rid of it. Yeah, I don't think I can do any more edits to that part. So, listening to this part here, I didn't understand what he said here. I mean, I understand what it sounds like he said, but I don't know if, so this guy that's speaking is extremely smart, like way smarter than anybody I've ever known in my entire life, right? So he'll say things and I'm like, what? I feel like I'm talking to Neil deGrasse Tyson or something. So when he says stuff like this, he's probably saying this, and I just have no idea what he's talking about. Like, I understand maybe he's talking about like gaming the system, but I don't understand the phrase he's using here. So I don't know that I can really edit that because I don't know what he's saying. Is he saying gained? Hold on, let me get my other earbud in. Maybe I'm not hearing it right, or maybe if you're in the comments, by the way, if you're watching, I see there's some people watching. I'm going to play it. If you're on Twitter or YouTube, if you can hear it, I can't tell what he's saying. I don't know if he's saying game or gain, like GAIN. Hold on. And is he saying game or gamed? I can't. Let me turn my volume up a little bit. Hold on. I'm going to play the whole thing. If you're watching and you can help me figure this out, that would be amazing. Gamed? What the hell is he saying? Let me turn him up a little bit. Gamed. I hear a D at the end. There's definitely a D. But is it gamed or gained? GAINED. I don't know. I don't know what he's saying here. I could try to ask him maybe if he's online. Gained or gained? Because it's not gained theoretically advantageous to do so. But did he say so? And did it cut out the so here? What happened to the so? All right. My ADHD's kicking in here. I don't want to get distracted. Gained. I don't know what he's saying. I can't, like, nothing that I'm coming up with in my brain makes sense. But like I said, this guy's extremely smart, so it's not out of the realm of possibility that I don't understand what the fuck he's talking about. But what is he saying? All right. I'm going to say gamed for now. I might come back to it at the end when I've made all the other edits. And I'm going to add so here because I think he says it. I think it just got cut off. All right. I really don't know what he's saying here. Now, why is so cut off here? What happened with the so? What is this button? Oh, that lets you add words. No, I don't want to do that. Not that way, anyway. I forget how you restore movie media. Here we go. And then I'll just cut out this like section here. I think that's what happened, is it was a long pause and it just cut out everything. And then I also want this to just say "so once" for the caption portion. So we're just going to correct that. And then this is not a period. And Uniswap is a brand, so V3 is mostly just that. Yeah, I think that's right. Branch, not ranch, right? There's a motorcycle going by. Hold on. Okay. See, this is where I don't know all of the lingo in crypto. I'm going to assume it's branch, but am I wrong? If you're watching this and you know better than I do on this, feel free to let me know. Sorry, this is new. So he's got some like hesitation words in here that I'm going to clean up real quick. Say, I think if I take this out, and I think this is priced. I think I heard him say priced with a D. There's a lot of weird edits in this one for some reason. And I think this is just a... I think my dad's coming in. Hold on. Maybe not. I don't know. No, he's not. Okay. I thought my dad was going to walk in real quick. Sorry. Anyway, back to this. I think we take this. Let's say we earn this, and then tau. I'm going to do a quick edit here, because I know there was another reference to it being spelled incorrectly. And then SETI obviously has to be the brand name. This is the most important. And that's misspelled. I mean, I don't blame this AI software for misspelling that word. It's kind of a unique name, I guess. Oh, shoot. I did it. Oh, no, I didn't type the updated word. Okay. Luckily, Control-Z just undoes all of it. So I wanted it all to be SETI. It still had the tau word on there. Here we go. So not all is lost. Oh, I did it again, didn't I? Oh, my God. What? See, this is my dad got me distracted. Here we go. So now all the... You get to see me be a crackhead at noon on a Saturday when I'm home alone-ish. Does he say so? think the so is probably in the original, but it sounds fine even with just the a significant. So I'm not going to worry about it. There's a lot of gap here with a word that we don't even need. All right. So we're down to 1:43 from the original 2 minutes and 4 seconds, which is excellent. I still don't know what this word is. I'm going to listen to it one more time. See, when I think of the word of something that's talking about advantageous, I'm thinking in terms of like gaining something. So my brain wants to assume that this word is gained because you're taking advantage, or it's an advantageous aspect of something. It's something that's good, positive, gained. But at the same time, I know in the crypto, and I'm way overthinking this, but in the crypto world, there's a lot of, there's people that talk about gaming the system and gains, and so it could go back and forth. Is he online? Hold on. I doubt he is, but just in case. I hate to bug him about this. It shows him idle on Discord, so if nothing else, I mean, it's such an insignificant part of the whole spectrum of this clip, but I would like it to be accurate. I mean, I feel like as a service, they're paying me to do social strategy. I should be as accurate as possible. And there are a lot of times where I'm not. So I'm trying to not be that way. So while I wait for him, because I can still do other stuff while I'm waiting, I'm going to go ahead and I'll set up the captions first. And then I'm going to work on the background visuals. And then also, oops, what the heck did I do there? Any, like, if I want to add music, which I tend to, then I can mess with that. So I do want to use the Roboto font. I like that one. I want the background to be black because you don't know what kind of visuals are going to be in the background. That might be too light for this white text to be seen over. And then when it's highlighting the word that's being spoken, I want the text inside that blue to be black. I feel like it stands out better that way. So that's literally all I have to do for the captions. I just align it where I want, have the font size that I want, change some colors, and then now when I hit play, it's just going to read through the transcript that it translated through AI. Now, when you're watching this, you can see, obviously, with just a plain black background, it still gets the point across the video, but it's not nearly as visually appealing. And you've got people, they're watching this video. So I could do, and I'm not going to, but if you guys watch TikTok, you see those videos where people, they have like somebody baking a cake and it's like a split screen. It's the same. It's something to keep you visually stimulated while also listening to whatever the content is. So, I mean, one day I could have a cake being baked in the background of these videos, if that seems silly. So I do try to add at least some sort of visual element. And I usually go into Canva. Let's see, I need 1:43 seconds worth of video. And I'll put stuff like this in the background. That's just, it's subtle. It's techie. It's relevant to the brand and the topic. And I'll just have those running in the background because it's at least something, you know what I mean? But, and then I have my little outro here with my little typing noise, which you guys will hear here. You'll still hear some music from the last video. Oh, my typing's not on there. Where did my typing noises go? Why are they gone? Oh, there they are. Why are they way down here? That's weird. Anyway, I'm going to drag my typing back up here. And then my little glitchy sound. You belong up here. Right about there. So it would sound like this. I'm going to move that up a bit. I mean, I shouldn't really mess with these now because once I remove the music, which I'm removing now, I'm going to add new music and new screen. Stuff's going to get adjusted and moved around. So, he still hasn't answered me, so I'm going to keep going. So what I did, 1 minute and 43 seconds. We'll say 1 minute and 44 seconds. And I like to open up a calculator so I kind of keep track of how many seconds I've gained so far. It's just an easy way to do it. Canva. So I'm not going to use this animation here because it was meant to be financial when we were talking about revenue in the last clip. And this clip doesn't, I mean, it kind of talks revenue, but not to the degree that these other ones did. So I'm just going to search for the word tech, see what comes up. Oh, I'm in photos. I want videos. Oh, this is colorful. What is this? I like that. What is that, 12 seconds? So we'll add my 12 seconds in here. I think I will use that because that's new. I haven't used that before. I still really like this clip. And I need my little overlay here. Oh, I kind of dig that. That's new. I mean, you won't see all of this because the captions will be right across the center here, but I still kind of dig it. 11.7. So we're at 23.7 seconds. I think I'll leave this one. No, I won't do that one. That one's like a chart. I guess that's supposed to be driving. Yeah. I don't think I'll really use that one. I like this one because they talk about a flywheel in the clip. And this is kind of round and spinning. Not that it's a wheel, obviously, but it all comes down to visual cues or whatever. Reverse is still not responded. Okay. So that's 29.4 seconds. So we're at 53.1. So we're almost at a minute. Let's see. What is this one? That one's new. Subtle. That's 20. I think I like that one. Plus 20. So we're at 73. So that is a minute and what do I need? Minute 43. So I got some time. Okay. So we're at a minute and 13. What is that? It's like waves, airwaves or something. I'll add that one. So we're at a minute and 23. I think I'll keep this one plus 15. So a minute and Why am I not mathing right here? Minute and 38. So we're close. 43. Okay. So really, I could just do this one. No, I don't want to do that one. I didn't really like the colors on this one, to be honest. It's too orangey. So let's find something else. Actually, that's kind of neat. I mean, it's still got a bit of a peachy vibe, but plus 8.3. So that gives us 106.4. So that's a minute and what do I need? 48. So if it's a minute and I think I'm gonna have to cut one of these. Which one's really long? I think this one's really long. I cut this one down. Four. So if I cut I'm trying to avoid doing too many edits because last time I did a video edit, I miscalculated so much. So if I'm doing a minute and 48, I'm going to try to get this down to let's see. I figure out how much to cut off. I'm trying to think, how much is my outro? 3 and 9. So we'll say 13 minutes for the outro, or not the minutes, seconds. Actually, it might have 40. I might actually need to add a little bit of time. All right. The issue is, I think what I'll do is cut off 10 seconds from this really long video. And then just because I don't want to do like 2 seconds of one clip, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that'd be weird. So we'll do it at 19. And then so that puts at 96.4. Okay, so let's add in another clip here. This one looks like servers. I like that. That's 10 seconds. Oh, I would like one that's 12 seconds though. Or longer, and then I can just cut it down. I mean, that's 12 seconds. It's kind of fast though. But at the same time, I mean, it works. So here's my other issue. So I don't know a lot about the tech or the hardware. I don't want to put anything out there that's going to be like, oh, well, this, like if people can be like, well, this looks more like this than what you actually had. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to give wrong impressions. But I don't, yeah. And I think a lot of these are going to do that. So maybe I can't use servers. I really liked this first one because, which one was it? Maybe it was in a previous screen or something, or a different search, because I felt like it was more generic. This, no, not that one. This one. Like, you can't really see anything, but it just wasn't long enough. And this one, I don't like the spinning around thing. That, like, that would just make me dizzy. So I don't think I'm going to use that one. What about this one? This one I kind of like, and if I can drop it down to like 12 seconds. And then I'm going to recalculate all of these to make sure I didn't miscalculate. So we want about, pull up my calculator here. We have 12 plus 8.3. Oh, I have to click over here. The 8.3, 15, 10-second video, 19.9-second video, 19.6, 11.7, 14.7, and 12. So that's 123 seconds. Did I add too much? I think I did. All right. Sorry, I'm pulling up some figures to figure out. Well, one, I could still cut from maybe this video. I mean, 20 seconds of a video, or this one is a little long, I guess. Oh, it's 43 seconds. Why am I thinking 48? That was wrong with me. So what were we at? We were at 123. So no, I'm over. I only need 106. And then I've got my outro. Oh, no, I did calculate it. I said 46 seconds. I need 103, so I do need to trim. So we'll just cut one off of this one because we're currently at 123. So yeah, I'm over. Don't mind me. I don't know what I'm doing. 12, 8.3, 15, 10. Oh man, I didn't clear the calculator. 8.3, 15 seconds, 10 seconds, 19.9, 19.6, 11.7, 12 seconds. So 123.02. I only need about 103, almost 104. So we're going to drop. I think I'll trim off here. I'll do 10 seconds. And we'll do 104 seconds, so do another 10 off of this. That might do. We'll try it out. If it's wrong, it's wrong. And we'll just edit some more. So the next thing I would do, this is honestly the hardest part, is figuring out your clips, I guess. And you can see it took my audio and left it. It doesn't go with the clip that it's attached to because, I mean, they're not technically attached, so I have to drag those back over. Where's that? And then if I want to add music, which usually I do, and we're starting with this clip here, so I can look at music I've already got under uploads and then audio. Music I've updated or uploaded. I'll play a couple of these. Although sometimes Canva freezes. That's a lot on me. It seems a little chaotic for this clip. I think I like that one. So the beginning of this clip, we're going to add, is this one right? Yeah. And let's see how it kind of flows here a second. Shorten it to the end of here. Adjust effects. Do a 5-second fade at the end. Let's see how it sounds with the other audio clips in here. If it's too overbearing, if I need to reduce it, which most likely I will. Actually, this sounds pretty nice. But because I know I'm going to have to reduce the sound of this with the talking, and I don't want to reduce the entire audio set to align with however loud the audio is from the voice, I'm going to have to bring it down so that we can, when I do have to reduce everything, I'm not reducing the typing noise too much. And actually, you know what I really like about this clip is it really, I'm going to split it here. Not there. It really, it cuts off at such a perfect spot before it goes into the outro. Split audio. So I can technically bring this section down even further and leave that section a little louder. And I think that'll work nicely. I don't want the audio effect on there anymore though. On that end. Just on this end. The fade, basically, what I wanted to remove from this end here. Now I might add a slight fade here because I can hear, and I'm assuming you guys can hear it too, there's like a slight, I don't know what you call it, like a cut sound there. I don't like it turned off and on again. I don't have any transition here, right? No. Yeah, that just sounded weird. But I think it's subtle enough it's not going to be too big of a deal. Hold on. You know, I think I know what it is. I think it's the adjustment from going loud to not, or not loud to louder. Honestly, I think that's probably fine. Now, what sucks is I'm going to do all this, and it's not going to line up correctly because I miscalculated or something, but we're going to try it out anyway. So I'm going to download it as MP4, grab my clips, which we start with this guy here. So it's these clips down through the outro. Download. Let's see if Loker got back to me on that word. No. I want to say he's West Coast, so he should be around. But it is a Saturday. I can't expect these guys. I mean, he was around. Well, he was around at 1 a.m. my time, so he's. No, that wouldn't have been too late for him. I did say download, right? How many we got? A dozen people watching? Good Saturday to you guys. I hope everybody's having a great day. I had the house to myself for the first time in a long time. I mean, besides Dad. Dad's always here, but my sister's out of town. My husband's working, so I'm having a nice casual day here in the office, and it's lovely. I thought I would have plans this weekend, but that didn't work out, so now I get to hang out on a live stream doing video edits for crypto people. So all right, so that should be under videos, and we'll call this the, what was he calling? Hold on. I'm going to say Flywheel Capital is what we'll call this one. All right, now we'll go ahead and add it to the background of all of this. We've got our text, we've got our captions, we've edited the audio of the talking bits here. But now we got to add the audio and the video of this background shenanigans. So we go under project, and then we hit the little upload button and go down to find our video, which is this one. We're going to add it as its own layer right here. There's no talking bits to it, so we don't have to add it to the script. It is going to go through the audio. You can see it's processing here to make sure there's no additional things that it needs to transcribe. But while it's doing that, I'm going to right click and go to layer order and send it to the back so that it's behind the captions. And here you can kind of see why I have that black background, because I feel like white text on this would be harder to read. And then, of course, on the future pieces as well. So I'm going to go ahead and, while it's processing, kind of listen to the audio and see if there's any adjustments in volumes that I need to make. Oh, yes, it's processing. Yeah, I just realized that clip didn't have the logo. Did I not put that on everybody? I might have to download it one more time. But before I do that, I'm going to check the ending. So this one didn't have it. That one did. This one didn't have it. And why did this one's look off? Hold on. Take that one off. Re-add. So they have it. Because you want to brand everything. I love branding everything. Everything has got my name on it regardless. So I'm going to go ahead and re-download that while it's... Well, I guess I just said I wasn't going to do that. So why am I doing it? I wanted to check the ending real quick to make sure it lines up correctly with the end of the video before it gets into the outro. So, all right, slight discrepancy, but only by like a smidge. Smidge, guys, a smidge. So I'm just going to add a smidge. I don't care about Princess Kate. Sorry, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and re-download. So it did pretty good calculating. And while that's downloading, I'm going to go in here and remove this layer because there we go, because we're going to re-add it. And then I just have to stretch it so that it also includes the outro, because when you have this text here, this is what Descript thinks is the end of the video, despite whatever else you add to it. So you just have to drag that layer to go further past on the timeline to include the additional audio or visual aspect of it. So you'll see what I mean here in a second. All right, so we'll save this as the same name, which was the Flywheel Capital Landscape. Yes. And then go into Descript, upload the new version. While we'll wait for it to download. There we go. It's going to do its same analysis. We'll add it as a new layer. We'll make sure it's in the back behind the captions. And then we're just going to roll through it real quick, make sure the audio is in sync with everything. Well, one, it's not too overbearing to 𝙎𝙤𝙛𝙩𝙬𝙖𝙬 voice. I might bring it down a little bit. This is the volume here, by the way. All right, and then it started typing. I'm going to go ahead and stretch it out to see how bad this is. Hold on one second. Yeah, I still feel like I need to add a little bit in there. But everything else looks good. I think I just need like another I don't know, like another second maybe. Let's do this to 10.6. Yeah, or something close to it. So we're going to download one more time. I just don't want it to start typing like the second he's done talking, you know? Like I want a little bit of a pause there. So that's what I'm working on. But otherwise, I think we're good. The volume sounds pretty good. Everything else looks great. I still don't know what word he's saying there, whether he's saying gamed or gained in that first part. For those of you that are just joining, I'm having this issue in the top here where I don't know what he's saying right here. It sounds like it could be either gamed or gained. the topic means it could be either one, in my opinion. And AI thinks he said games, but I'm just not sure. So listen to it real quick. So what is, yeah, if any of you want to leave a comment, if you can hear it, I haven't been able to hear it. I'm going to play it again while this, oh, it's done downloading. But I can't figure out what he's saying. Like, I'm just going to go with what the AI says he's saying. But I'm trying to, like, there it is. Figure it out. And I just didn't want it to be wrong, but it's such a minute point. It's probably not a big deal. The more I'm listening to it, the more I feel like he did say gamed with an M rather than gained, G-A-I-N-E-D, but whatever. We're going to delete the video again, re-add it, see if we can get this final bit lined up correctly. Project, upload. Flywheel. Add as a layer. Right click, layer order to the back so it's behind the caption. Might have to adjust the volume a little bit, but let's go ahead. Oh, no, I don't want to bring him down. There we go. Just gotta listen to this end part real quick. You know what? I missed a step. I have to do it again. I didn't check to make sure that the typing lined up correctly. You see down here. And the music's not going to line up correctly as far as the volume anymore, which is fine. I can have them all match. But I do think I'm going to have to add like another second in here. And then we'll move these around again. I swear I make this way more difficult on myself than it needs to be. So what is this at? 16? Nope, not what I wanted. I wanted this. I'll bring this down to 16 too. Or close to it. And actually, I'm going to take this off as well. All right, that's better. Sorry. You'd think I would make myself a checklist, but no. We go in raw and raw dog these video edits, so it's whatever. All right, so we took that out. Hell, I think today I've spent an extra 15 minutes just fixing mistakes that I made because I wasn't paying attention. Helps to be prepared, guys. I'm not. All right, last edit. I'm in this. I think this is the one. I have faith. It better be. I'm just gonna say fuck it, because I got other stuff I want to knock out today. I got to build a website today from scratch, and I want to get it completed today. So, well, I say that I want to get it completed except for some pieces of content, but I am going to be using AI to help generate some of the content and then rewrite it. And I also have to write an article for Gary Vaynerchuk today, hopefully, or at least this weekend. It doesn't have to necessarily be today, but all right. One, let's check the end first. All right, that's good enough. I'll deal with that. All right, so now the last thing I got to do, since that was the main hurdle, is just make sure the volume is adjusted for coinciding with Logu's voice. So right now it's too loud. But if I drag this down, let me get here. Oh yeah, that looks better, way better. All right, we're good. So I'm gonna go ahead and publish and export everything I have set to max. And I usually just call it the same thing and then just put final at the end in case I need to go back and edit changes or whatever later on. I have different file names. So that'll export into an MP4, and then I'm actually going to post this here shortly, and that'll be my video for today. I tried to do a video for this client because they've got basically so far 3 AMAs with a 4th on the way, a hash rate podcast, and then an AMA with another, like they have their own their own AMAs, and then an AMA on another Twitter account, which is, I love the monthly AMAs because they give me so many pieces of content I can reuse, which is a principle that Gary Vaynerchuk teaches. Like repurposing content is like the pinnacle of social media marketing anymore. But it's just, I constantly have new content to edit because I do 2 minutes worth of clips from all of these max. If I can do shorter, even better, but it has to be no more than 2 minutes and like 15 seconds ish for Twitter to process it. So they give me plenty of content by doing this. If you do not do AMAs for your business or project, I highly suggest doing it because all the little golden tips and snippets that you can pull from that, even if you don't want to turn it into video like this, like you can turn it into quotes. Actually, let me put my camera real quick. Like I've done all kinds of stuff for this client from these AMAs, even just like a quick, is it in this one or is it in this one? Yeah, like this was an AMA. I had to cut it out of a clip because it made the audio too long, but I'm like, well, this is a perfect quote for just adding a graphic to something that we post. So, you know, there's all kinds of things that you can make from this stuff, and then you can do silly shit like this, or, you know, all kinds of stuff. But you can use the AMAs for so many different things. If you got an AMA that goes into so much detail and description, Like, turn that into an infographic. I fucking love infographics. Infographics to me, as someone that has like some sort of like, I don't know if it's an ADHD thing or whatever, having all of that information summarized with facts and references is like a gold mine for me. So I recommend it. Anyway, while this is processing, I'm going to go ahead and log off the live. I might do another live tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be a video edit, or I might do a Metro Pool walkthrough because I've had some requests for that. We'll see. That's my social media platform, scheduling platform that I use. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Follow along, like, reshare. Well, I mean, this kind of stuff's not fun to reshare, but you know what I'm saying. Like it, follow along, whatever. It all supports me. I'm not making any money. Not from you guys, but maybe from my client. So thanks a bunch.